not to be underestimated. Codename Bogdan, if that is his real name, is here to destroy our republic. And maybe the rest of the world, too. Yeah, I'm just looking forward to cashing my paycheck. Going back to my normal day-to-day existence where I don't have to put pants on in the morning. You know, where it's the evening news that makes me think nuclear war might be imminent, not my work emails. Lucky you. Way to avoid responsibility. Little litmus test I do for every business decision I make. Would I go to nuclear war for this? I press the go button when the answer is abso-fucking-lutely. Yeah, well, I've never been so sure about something I'd drop an H-bomb for. Except maybe these chicken wings I have what? Lemon pepper. You know, you are the problem with culture right now. No one takes anything seriously. It's a crisis of things meaning what they should. Oh, I'm sorry. The threat is very real, okay? Just like your hair system. Your discourse is poisonous and reductive. Okay, you're in the Stromberg. Take it on a deep dive down to that submarine. Dock with the vessel and get on board. The air team will cover the surface. Russians are agents of chaos. They don't necessarily have an end game except for destabilization of the status quo. If they think they'll beat, the misinformation they put out will be terrible. Do not listen to anything they say. Damon, I don't know if you know our team that well, but they're not exactly chatty types. And just don't let them play you. Execute the plan no matter what.
Whether it be he showed up on a conference call where Hunter dialed him up at least 20 times, or he showed up at Cafe Milano, which is what another whistleblower told us in the middle of the meeting.
Well, it's crystal clear. He was in the room, he was on the phone, on the calls, he's engaging with people.
And then there was the Burisma executive who said we got to pay $5 million to one Biden and $5 million to another Biden, which of course has led House investigators to say that's bribery.
And by the way, which Biden? Because if it were Joe, and you were actually able to see the money flow into Joe Biden's account, then it would be crystal clear. And they haven't found that smoking gun.
Yeah, and Mitch McConnell, Brenda, told House colleagues that it would be bad for the country to have an impeachment trial. McConnell warns House GOP on Biden impeachment not.
Man, it wasn't bad for the fucking country when y'all tried to impeach Donald Trump off a fucking line. That's some fucking bullshit. Wasn't bad on the country when y'all trying to impeach Donald Trump for a fucking lie. A dossier that Hillary Clinton spent $40 million of our tax money on trying to impeach Donald Trump. That's the bullshit.
It's shocking, Maria. There's no place for this sort of behavior in this country.
Yeah, and when they come back in 37 days, there will be two priorities. Kevin McCarthy may very well have the priority of impeachment inquiry, and the other priority will be the government's running out of money.
You stay dry? Okay. A source on board's been leaking us intel. Go find him in the brig. If you see any sailors, shoot first. Then shoot second if they're still breathing.
American agents, you are making a grave mistake. You may know me as Codename Bogdan. I am commander of this operation. And for record, Bogdan is not just codename, it is real name. Clever funny. We are Rocky Mountain, operating outside state
It
sector.
ain't a spinning problem, it's a fucking robbing problem.
This is not why we are here. We come all across
Because they should have robbing us.
We are ready to die, every man and boy. We have trouble to do. Do you know what you're fighting for? Leader burgers and the Holocaust? Wake up. We fight for humanity.
You Mr. Hertz people? He promised me passport and job in Velo Silicon.
You found him? Okay. Threaten him until he gives up the network scheme.
Fuck Shit! All right, go to the bridge. Network runs through point on center console.
You don't know what you're doing. Stop it. Stop it now. You are biggest idiots of all wide world. Americans. This is a big mistake. Like crap in bed.
You're on the bridge. Okay. Photograph the files on the table. Quick. Use your phone. Now plug in Clifford right into the console.
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait, can we calm down for just 1 minute? For less than 1 minute!
Spokesperson writes
Look,
that
you
Speaker
look
McCarthy
very
has
much like
decided
you
the
have wrong
truth
end
should
of
not
shit.
get in the
You
way
got
of Nathan
stuck
House
in the
Republicans'
stick. You're
relentless
not freak
efforts
with
to smear
federal
the president. They are
Look,
prioritizing their own
Holy
extreme
shit.
far-right
I'm
political
here to
agenda.
help.
According to the White House, at the expense of focusing on what really matters to the American
Look,
people.
kill me all you
Jonathan,
like.
what's your reaction to this?
Stop.
Because I would argue what
Listen,
matters to the American people
listen.
is understanding whether or not there's corruption, but also things like inflation.
Absolutely.
And we're not hearing anything about that from Biden either. He wants to continue spending money.
Destroy America,
Absolutely.
control Russia,
that's all he's
and
gonna say.
destroy fabric of
Crickets from the left, crickets
civilization
from
as we
Biden.
know
And
it.
Joe Biden's a
So
fucking
these are
criminal.
all piping
Which is never became president.
Suggest that Speaker Kevin McCarthy is a liar because he's simply voicing his opinion about the president. I think there's this sort of culture you're seeing from the White House increasingly targeting
dirty
people
word
who are speaking the truth about their
and his
administration.
machine, Cliffy.
And I think it's critical, and it's borderline tyrannical. Every time someone tries to step up and say something from your political opponents, you try to take them out of their game altogether, either by accusing the former president that treason, a crime worthy of death, by the way, in this country,
insecure
or deciding that Speaker Kevin McCarthy is a liar because he speaks
have
smart.
studied.
Yeah, I have not heard the word treason in terms of the charge on President Biden, by the way.
Former President Trump.
Yeah, I mean, you know, Trump is now facing 3 indictments, and what Speaker McCarthy is saying
want us
is
to kill
the
each
fact
other.
that this is a distraction. But very impressive of the White House to call McCarthy a liar in the face of all these bank statements that we've been getting.
Yeah, because there's the proof right there. We can actually trace the money, and they went to Biden with an S. You can't necessarily say Joe Biden.
Even his grandbaby got money, got millions of dollars, and he ain't old enough to spend no money yet.
But the other thing that actually,
He hides money all in everybody's bank account.
that statement that you just
That's money laundering, man.
that they would describe what Kevin McCarthy doing as, quote, far-right agenda. Far-right? Oh, so lower taxes, smaller government, tough on the border, tough on crime, standing up for the integrity of this country. That's far-right. I thought that was just called right, as in correct,
Yeah,
not far-right.
exactly. Well, Jonathan, what do you make of this? Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is told House Republicans to pump the brakes on impeachment talks. He told the New York Times that, quote, I said 2 years ago that once we go down this path, it incentivizes the other side to do the same thing. Impeachment ought to be rare. This is not good for any country, for the country. Maybe Jonathan, Mitch McConnell saying this is not good for the country.
These guys, are you fucking kidding me? They've on sent a death squad to take you out. Oh, jeez. This whole time he must have been building an army and an air force, waiting for us to deal with Bogdan so he can take over and put the algorithms in charge. Have you seen these people? Shit, are they clones? Has he cloned himself? I can't tell. It looks like they're all plugged into the neural network or something. We've got a battalion of cyborg clone warriors plugged into a super brain trying to wipe us out. I don't like this. Great.
I understand, realize the lies. Can't understand this shit.
What they're doing to Trump. I mean, they're doing this, the House Oversight Committee, because they've identified evidence.
He doesn't suddenly build an army of creeps to put an end to your way of life. He doesn't have a battalion of contractors in his garage.
These allegations into Biden's scandal. Right. That's not good for the country, all the bribery. So, you know, take it one at a time and be impartial.
It's incredible to me. These are such extraordinary charges, and the mainstream media will not cover it.
Well, what was the stat? Something like 433 minutes of coverage in a week on Trump by all the mainstream media networks
Yeah.
on the Bidens. 433 or 5.
Yeah, but Brenda, in your world, you're talking to investors all the time. They're not focused on this, right? They want policy that's actually going to make their lives better. Are they getting it?
Well, and that's the thing. No, they're not right now. So I think that coming into the election year, a lot of the things that I care about need to be front and center in a lot of the candidates. And that's what? Growth. It's growth, it's fiscal responsibility, it is safety and security, it's all the things that we care about as, Americans, but also investors.
Yeah.
Only $2.81. Casual shorts have sold more than 6,700 on Temu. 4 colors to choose. Download and shop on Temu now.
You all together? Okay, get to the meat and watch out for Avon's people. They are
Imagine improving your vision to near 2020 without glasses or dangerous eye surgery. Yes, now it's true. Faster than you thought possible, you can soon throw away your glasses.
neural network try and kill you before? Yeah, me neither.
Dramatic shocking new images showing the dangers of President Biden's wide open border. A suspected cartel gunman seen walking across the Texas border, holding rifles and wearing body armor. The House Homeland Security Committee says that they will investigate how Mexican cartels are taking advantage of the Customs and Border Patrol One app, the CBP app. Chairman Mark Green putting out this statement, quote, President Biden and Secretary Mayorkas have proven provided cartel organizations more innovative ways to evade our laws, rake in money from human and drug trafficking, and wreak havoc in our country. Joining me right now is the man of South Tennessee Congressman, Chairman of the House Homeland Security Committee, Mark Green. Mr. Chairman, thanks very much for joining us this morning.
Thanks, Maria.
So what do you make of these pictures, and what can you tell us in terms of what you know that the cartels are taking home? How much money are they making on this human trafficking and drug trafficking? They are the ones who are deciding who comes into America, the drug cartels.
Yeah, absolutely. No one goes across our southern border without approval and a resistance to the drug cartels. And in the case of like Chinese nationals, it's $50,000 per person. They're making around $13 to $14 billion a year just on human trafficking alone. And we told them, we warned them that the CBP One app will be basically used by the cartels, and sure enough,
They knew that.
Washington,
They knew that.
the story.
They complicit in the fucking human trafficking.
Specific VPN and are filling out the applications for people to speed them into our country. It's absolutely absurd.
So former President Trump is calling out President Biden for refusing to take on China. Watch this.
How can you be tough in China when they're paying you a lot of money? We have a compromise. We have a Manchurian candidate. They know too much. So he can't be tough in China. That's why he allows blips flying over the country, right over our nuclear
And
site.
Joe Biden's a fucking criminal who should have never became fucking president.
New reports show President Biden is expected to issue an executive order sometime this week, which would curb U.S. investments in Chinese tech sectors, Congressman. But we've been waiting on this executive order now for months. And we've seen the weak response that Joe Biden has given China, despite a surveillance balloon, police stations in America, massive cyber activity, hacking the State Department and the Commerce Department, and there's like no response. He just keeps sending cabinet members to China. Why?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy when you think of it. If you just add it up, I mean, and one of the things that's probably the most concerning to me was the hack on our transmission cables to Guam, our military forces that are in Guam. China hacked that. Why we haven't done this months ago, and Josh Hawley and I had a bill that we introduced 3 or 4 years ago about licensing requirements for tech in China. I mean, there's all this legislative activity, but the Democrats, and especially Joe Biden, are not participating.
Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell told House Republicans to pump the brakes on the impeachment talk, saying that it ought to be rare and it's not good for the country, Congressman. And yet the House Oversight Committee, your colleagues in the House, have identified millions and millions of dollars that Joe Biden and his family have taken in What should Republicans do?
high hell and you don't even know the bugs exist. Good luck.
Well, I think we need an impeachment
We don't
inquiry.
need luck.
We've got to go ahead and get
I
this
always wanted to say
started.
that between
That gives
us
the
leaders.
Congress a significant degree of power beyond just our traditional
Meet me back
subpoena
at the
power
facility.
to get
I'll
to
be
the
in
bottom of
contact
this.
when I
And
have
it's
a
very
plan.
clear the actions of the president in favoring China on top of very clear shell games, shell companies with millions of dollars routed to multiple family members. I mean, this is proven. This happened. And so it's time for Congress to do it. And I disagree with the minority leader on that.
Jonathan Madison.
We talk about a number of these issues, Congressman. Back to your prior statements on the issue of the border, and this is important because we talked this morning about how there was a 124% or was it 134% increase in border crossings down in Arizona in 1 month, by the way. How do we combat that? How do we strengthen our border security? And if you could tell the American people what needs to be done and why isn't the Biden administration doing anything about it?
Look, they want to fundamentally change our country. They've allowed millions and millions of people to come in just, a little over 2 years. And if you want to fix it, have the Senate and the President sign H.R. 2, the Secure the Border Act. It will do it. It addresses all the issues from actually using ICE detention, from not granting automatic asylum. They're basically just granting catch and release. That's incentivizing this mass migration wave, and the cartels are taking advantage of it.
Hey, partner.
And human trafficking.
Yeah, player. We'll get it to you.
Humanity. It shouldn't be happening, but this president is doing it to fundamentally change the United States.
So what are you doing about it, Congressman? What can be done? I mean, we're looking at policy impacting American citizens, whether it is this wide-open border or, reckless spending, which sent inflation to 40-year highs, or these reports of corruption. We're waiting on answers. The White House, pretty much in so many words, called Kevin McCarthy a liar when he appeared on Fox News the other night to say the Biden family should explain all of this. We've got 20 shell companies. We've identified millions of dollars they've taken in. Say something about it. And they say that he lied.
Okay, the networks are down, the equipment is ready, and we've crippled their supplies. Mrs. Rackman has written our check and given us the green light. We're good to finally move on that submarine and stop this threat once and for all. When you're ready, get your crew together and head back to planning.
Investigation where we are going to lay out everything that's gone on, including lies to the United States Congress, including, the basic deception with regards to things like the horse-whipping incident, tons of dishonest statements from Alejandro Mayorkas, and laws that have been ignored, court orders that have been basically ignored. We're going to show all of this to our colleagues, and hopefully we can, move that into the Judiciary Committee and get to the bottom of it, and perhaps get Alejandro Mayorkas out of the job.
So then you're talking about a simultaneous inquiry into impeachment for Joe Biden and the potential for impeaching Alejandro Mayorkas as well.
Why is it that all the married
We're doing the investigation right now. We're going to put all of that together in a final recommendation. I'm anticipating probably 1st of October. What we decide to recommend to the Judiciary Committee will depend on the rest of the findings, but right now it's pretty convincing.
Congressman, thank you so much. We'll be watching all of that. Mark Reed joining us this morning. Thank you, sir. We'll be right back. Stay with us.